Hi, I'm Carrie Beck with HowToHomeschoolMyChild.com, and I have had a good time reviewing the U.S. history-based writing lessons. This is the third edition, and I have watched the transformation of this wonderful resource. I love the theme-based writing because it will integrate a topic and then give you writing lessons that will go alongside. So if you are studying the United States history from the explorers to the gold rush, this is a whole book of writing lessons that you can use. It's done in chronological order, so let's just take a look at the table of contents. You're going to start with explorers and Christopher Columbus. You're going to move to Jamestown, the Mayflower, Plymouth, Salem witch trials, Boston Massacre, Boston Tea Party, and that you'll be learning about how to do narrative stories. Summarizing, you'll learn about colonial life, church life, law and order, also some poetry, and then we just keep going chronologically as far as heading west. Benjamin Franklin, Johnny Appleseed, Thomas Jefferson, Star Spangled Banner, and then learning how to write an essay finally, and basic essay model. And then finally we're going to move into Lewis and Clark, Gold Rush. I love it because it's all set up for you, and let me tell you, in the teacher manual you will receive everything that is in this student manual except for the vocabulary cards. You won't need to have a student manual, and let me just show you what I mean. If I am teaching, this is, I was looking from the beginning here, this is lesson 4 about Jamestown, and it will say this is a picture of the student book, and so you aren't going to need it. Here's your part in gray and comments along the side to help you teach it, but that's a student book and it shows you exactly what to do. Another picture of the student book with some answers, and then your assignment, and then in gray again it's going to give you teacher notes, and here is the source text the students are working from, and then theirs is blank, but yours is all filled in for a keyword outline so that you can have a guide of where you need to go. Anyway, it's going to give you a lot of helps, a lot of ideas of how you can teach and what you need to do, and all you need is this book. Now, I will say in the beginning, we have just an explanation of the book. It's going to tell you on days 1 through 4 what you need to do on a weekly basis. You will get a scope and sequence, which covers all 32 lessons, so this will last you for a year. And here's another good thing. If you have children at the A level or the B level, here's some ideas of how you can adjust this book to fit their needs. And then it moves right into the lessons. In the back, you will also see an appendix. The appendix has answers to the vocabulary quizzes. It has student samples. So here is a sample for lesson 22 of what a student's essay might be. And it also is going to give you some ideas on a polished draft notebook. In other words, how you can have your kids collect those essays they write and have a keepsake in the end. And then the very end, one of my very favorite things are many different games that you can play with your kids throughout this particular course. And then there are questions that you can use about writing and about the writing concepts that you can use with any of the question games, whether it's hangman or tic-tac-toe or whatever. Student book, exactly the same, has the scope and sequence and everything. It just doesn't have any of the teacher help. So here is the beginning of lesson 9. Let me see. Yes. Lesson 9, the Boston Massacre. It gives you the content that your child needs to know. It's going to give them the assignment, the picture that they are going to write from, and the source text, and then a keyword outline. It shows you how to write from a story, and that's really important. Continues with some more practices with your stylistic techniques. And then finally, it gives you the checklist. That's one of the keys with IEW. They give you a checklist. When your child has checked it all off, they're finished. You don't need to nag them anymore. So if they do something that you don't think is good, then you move into the next lesson and you teach them that. In the back of the student section is also the vocabulary quizzes and the vocabulary cards. As your children learn these vocabulary words, they are expected to use it in their essays. I think this is one of the best programs there is out there on writing, especially if you want to integrate a topic with your writing activities. If you're studying U.S. history, this is what you need. U.S. history writing lessons. If you're interested, we offer free shipping. You can use the URL at the bottom, and that will be on howtohomeschoolmychild.com. Thanks so much for listening to me. I'm Carrie Beck. Have a great day. Howtohomeschoolmychild.com.